Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just a update here on Riot Blockchain. I haven't talked about them in a while. Just did a video on Mara. So I'll link that in the description for you to watch that one as well. But this is Riot Blockchain. Kind of had the run up just like Mara in early to mid November. Hit the highs there and just been coming down ever since then. Down over 84% in the past year. Down over 68% in the last 3 months. Down 4% in the past month. And we're actually green in the past week, just like Mara. Up over 29%. And here's a look at today. So having a green day as well. If you don't know much about Riot, it's a Bitcoin mining company engaged in the provision of special cryptocurrency mining computers. Invest in Firstrade, CoinSquare, and TES. Headquartered in Castle Rock, Colorado. Castle Rock's just a beautiful place to drive through. I drove through there a couple times on the way from Denver to Colorado Springs. Just a really nice drive, kind of cool scenery. So salute to Castle Rock. So if you're watching this in Castle Rock, go ahead and leave that in the comments. That'd be cool. Market cap of 731 million. High today of 581. Low of 495. 52-week high of 46.28 and low of $4.02. Average volume 12.23 million, and volume here today 18.19 million. So great ratings on this one. I'm kind of surprised to even see that in regards to Bitcoin and stuff of the sort, but 100% rating as a buy on that one. So here's Mara at 798. I just did a video on that one, so but 100% there, so can't beat that. Riot Blockchain starts move away from a New York hosting site. The crypto miner continued to sell its Bitcoin along with peers feeling the squeeze of the bear market. And as you can see, this is just dated on the 6th. So one of the largest Bitcoin miners in the United States started moving its Bitcoin mining rigs from a hosting site in New York to its own mine in Texas to cut down on costs. Riot expects to move from CoinMint facility in Messina, New York, to its Whinstone mine in Rockdale, Texas, to reduce electricity costs and eliminate third-party hosting fees. The miner said on Wednesday's statement about 5,700 of Riot's Bitcoin mining rigs are offline as a result of the move, and the rest of the fleet will likely be shipped in July, the statement said. So kind of some interesting information. Riot said BitDigital said it signed a deal with Riot on June 9, so part of the transition miner swap agreement. So might have to take a look at BitDigital as well. Rack space has been a limiting factor for Bitcoin miners in recent months as facilities have been full of new build-outs delayed. Riot is working on expanding the capacity of Whinstone facility by 400 megawatts. This is the 4th consecutive month that Riot Blockchain has sold Bitcoin, and the sales are yielding diminishing returns. In June, it raised about $6.2 million by selling 300 Bitcoins, compared with May's $7.5 million from a sale of 250 Bitcoins. Over here on Microsoft Bing, currently showing it as a buy with a $18 price target for the year. You'd almost triple your money there. Well, you would triple it and then some. After the week's 17.33% gain in Riot Blockchain, we just learned something new. And as you can see, this is just dated yesterday. They traded shares stood at 18.65 million during the last session, with the company's beta value hitting 4.45. At the close of trading, the stock's price was $5.28 to imply an increase of 16.56% or 75 cents in intraday trading. Riot shares 52-week high remains at $46.28, putting it down 776.52% down since the peak, and still an impressive 23.86 since the price per share fell to its 52-week low of $4.02. So this one's been kind of all over the place. So here kind of goes over some analysts' ratings. We'll go over that again at the end. Here's some trade information that we already went over as well as some estimates and forecasts, what it's projected to do. So we shall see what happens with Riot. So Riot Blockchain announces a June 2022 production and operations updates. This is dated on the 6th. So there you can see Riot produces 421 Bitcoin in June of 2022. Throughout June, progress continued on Riot's 400 megawatt infrastructure expansion project at the Whinstone facility in Rockdale, Texas. Air-cooled buildings D and E are advancing towards completion, with electrical work continuing in Building D and installation of its intake louvers underway. Installation and on Building E is now complete, and progress has been made to the indoor switchboards. Hash rate capacity growth updated in June of 2022. There's the chart. Feel free to pause and go over that. So they're an industry leader in Bitcoin mining and hosting, announcing a production of operations update in June 2022. Bitcoin production and operations updates. I'm just going to kind of skim through some of this. Feel free to pause and go over that. I've already kind of covered some of that. We're pleased to report during the month of June we achieved full operation of all 23,000 S19 series miners in the first immersion cooled building at our Whinstone facility. We initially conceived of plans of the immersion cooled building just 12 months ago, so I can't imagine the heat that those must produce and the cooling equipment that they need to cool down the mining. So I mean, you can know how hot a computer gets. I'm sure these are even hotter. So this kind of goes over to deployment and shipment update. Initiative is underway, and approximately 5,700 miners are currently offline and temporarily not counted in the deployed fleet figure. Just going over the Mara video, they'd had a outage of power and were down. So since its last monthly update, Riot received an additional 1,273 new pros deployed immersion cooled billings, with an additional 6,324 miners staged for deployment. Here kind of goes over the infrastructure update. Kind of already went over some of that. The estimated hash rate growth. Feel free to pause and go over that. Investor relations, and here's a little bit more about blockchain. Riot Blockchain vision is to be the world's leading Bitcoin-driven infrastructure platform. Mission is positively impact the sectors, networks, and communities that we touch. We believe that the combination of an innovative spirit and strong community partnership allows the company to achieve best-in-class execution and create successful outcomes. Riot is a Bitcoin mining and digital infrastructure company focused on vertically integrated strategy. The company has Bitcoin mining data center operations in Central Texas, Bitcoin mining operations in Central Texas, and for near term in upstate New York. Electrical switchgear engineering and fabrication operations in Denver, Colorado. So they're kind of spread out all over a little bit. So Riot is the most sought after stock today. The current stock price is $4.34 to be precise. The stock rose vividly during the last session to $4.38, opening rate of $4.24. So it's been kind of all over the place. They had a pretty dodgy run when it comes to market performance. 1-year price in the company's stock is recorded at $24.63 on January 4th, and lowest price $4.03 on January 5th. So quite a rundown, a little bit over $20 in per share. So if you looked at it and wanted to get into this one, now would be the time. Not that I give tax, legal, or trading advice, but just state my opinion. As you can see right here, the full year performance was down 88%. So if you've been watching this one, I don't know if it's going to go much lower than that or not, but I don't give tax, legal, or trading advice, so you'd have to figure that out on your own. But Riot Blockchain, 1.19% incline turns off investors, and this is dated on the 5th. So again, kind of some information that we already had went over. So market valuation of $567.10 million is expected to release its quarterly earnings, or it looks like it already has. And kind of goes over some buy and sell ratings on it. So over here on Reddit, what's wrong with Riot? Is it oversold? I know the market is speculative. What do you think about the company? I kind of have mixed reviews on it. When it gets this low at prices, it's tempting, or when it was lower just a while back, $4.65. So right here, mid-June was the lowest. Right now it's $5.44. It's showing it with a buy rating from the analysts, with an analyst price target of $21.20. So if that holds true, you could make some money on it. Plus it's got great ratings. Can't beat that. 100% buy here on Robinhood. So maybe could even trade this one. You'd have a pretty nice swing there, about a 76 cent swing if you did it right when it's low and got out when it's high. So, but that's all that I have on Riot. Like I said, I've covered this one a couple times. I'll link that in the description as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing, and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.